Have you ever wondered why some people seem to always be one step ahead? Why do they grow, improve, and achieve more while others stay in the same place for years? The secret to this success is not luck, magic, or just intelligence. It's self-education. Self-education means learning by yourself, without a teacher or a school. It means making learning a part of your daily life. Most people stop learning once they finish school. They complete high school or college, and then they stop. They get a job, come home, watch TV, scroll through social media, and keep doing the same things day after day. They stop trying to grow and improve. They stop challenging their minds. But here's the truth. If you want to succeed in life, you need to keep learning. If you want to stay ahead of most people, you must make learning a daily habit. The best part is that self-education is free. You don't need to spend a lot of money or go to a fancy school. All you need is a phone, a book, or access to the internet. These simple things give you the power to learn something new every day. The world today is changing faster than ever before. Technology is improving quickly. It changes how we work, how we think, how we communicate, and even how we live. Jobs that were valuable a few years ago are now disappearing. Old skills that people used to rely on are no longer needed. And in this fast-moving world, if you are not learning, you are falling behind. But here's the problem. Most people don't realize they are falling behind. Most people don't notice that their lives are becoming repetitive. They do the same thing every day without thinking. They wake up at the same time, eat the same breakfast, take the same route to work, do the same tasks, and talk to the same people. They spend their time watching TV, scrolling through social media, and doing things that don't help them grow. They don't challenge their minds, and because of that, their minds get weaker. Think of your brain like a muscle. If you don't use it, it becomes weak. But if you exercise it, it becomes stronger. This is exactly how learning works. If you stop learning, your brain becomes slow and dull. It doesn't grow. But when you feed your brain with new ideas, when you learn something new every day, your brain becomes sharper. It starts to work for you. It becomes stronger, faster, and more powerful. You may be wondering, how do I start learning every day? The answer is simple: start small. You don't need to spend hours studying or learning new things. Just take 10 or 20 minutes each day to read a book, listen to a podcast, or watch a video that teaches you something useful. Even 10 minutes a day adds up over time. If you do this every day, after a few months, you'll have learned a lot. Some people think they need a teacher or a special class to learn. But that's not true. You can teach yourself. The internet has many free resources, like online courses, videos, and articles that can help you learn new things. You can learn almost anything on your own if you're willing to put in the effort. But the key is consistency. You don't have to be perfect. You don't have to learn everything at once. The most important thing is to keep learning every day. If you make learning a habit, it will become a part of your life. It will become natural. Soon, you will look forward to learning new things. It will no longer feel like a chore, but like a rewarding part of your day. The best part is that you are never too old to start learning. It's never too late. You don't have to wait until you are young or in school to start learning. It doesn't matter how old you are or where you come from. If you start today, you can change your life. Take a moment and think about the people you admire, whether they are famous leaders, successful entrepreneurs, or skilled professionals. Most of them didn't get to where they are because of luck or talent alone. They got there because they never stopped learning. They made learning a part of their everyday life. For example, Elon Musk, the founder of SpaceX and Tesla, didn't learn about rocket science in school. He taught himself by reading books. Warren Buffett, one of the richest people in the world, spends 5 to 6 hours a day reading. Oprah Winfrey, who grew up in poverty, credits books as one of the main reasons for her success. These people are successful because they made learning a daily habit. They didn't wait for someone to teach them. They took control of their own education. Now, think about your own life. Do you want to stay in the same place, doing the same things, year after year? Or do you want to grow, improve, and stay ahead? The choice is yours. The good news is that you don't have to wait. You can start right now. You don't need any special tools or resources. You just need the desire to learn. So, start today. Pick up a book. Listen to an educational podcast. Watch a video that teaches you something new. It doesn't have to be a big change, but small steps every day will lead to big results over time. If you start learning now, you will be amazed at where you'll be in a few months. You will be ahead of most people, and you will have opened doors to new opportunities. Remember, the power of self-education is in your hands. You don't need to wait for anyone else to teach you. You can teach yourself. And with each new thing you learn, you will become stronger, smarter, and more prepared for the future. So, take that first step today. Your future self will thank you for it. Learning is not just something we do once in a while. It's something we should do every day. If you want to stay ahead in life, you need to make learning a habit. But how do you do that? How can you make learning a part of your daily routine? It's simpler than you think. The first step is to make learning something you do every day, just like brushing your teeth or having lunch. It doesn't have to be a big task. In fact, the key to making learning a habit is to start small. You don't need to spend hours each day studying or reading. Just 10 to 20 minutes a day is enough to begin with. Over time, these small efforts will add up and lead to big results. One of the easiest ways to start learning every day is by reading. You don't have to read a whole book in one sitting. Just reading a few pages each day is enough. If you don't enjoy reading books, you can try listening to audiobooks or podcasts. You can listen to them while commuting to work, exercising, or even doing household chores. By doing this, you are making learning a part of your daily routine without taking up too much time. Another way to learn every day is by watching educational videos. There are many free resources on the internet, such as YouTube, where you can find videos on a wide range of topics. Whether it's a video about science, history, business, or even learning a new language, there are endless options for you to choose from. Watching these videos for just a few minutes every day will help you learn something new and keep your mind active. The key to making learning a habit is consistency. It's not about how much you learn each day, but how often you do it. If you make learning a part of your daily life, it will become natural, and soon you will look forward to it. Imagine this: if you read for just 15 minutes every day, by the end of the month, you will have read for 7.5 hours. That's over a day's worth of learning in just 1 month. And in a year, that would be over 90 hours of learning. Think of how much you could learn in a year if you commit to spending just a small amount of time each day. Learning doesn't have to be hard or stressful. It's about being curious and interested in the world around you. You can learn about anything you want. The internet makes it easy to access information. Whether you want to learn about history, science, cooking, or even how to fix things around the house, there are many resources available for you to use. The more you explore, the more you will learn. And the more you learn, the more confident you will become. Making learning a habit also means staying curious. It's easy to fall into a routine where we stop asking questions or trying to understand new things. But curiosity is the key to learning. When you stay curious, you will naturally look for answers and find new information. Every day is an opportunity to learn something new. Ask questions, explore new topics, and don't be afraid to challenge your own thinking. This is how you keep growing and improving. Learning also becomes easier when you make it fun. If you enjoy what you're learning, it won't feel like work. Find topics that interest you and make learning a pleasurable experience. You don't have to force yourself to read a book that bores you or watch videos that don't excite you. Learning should be something you look forward to. So, find topics that make you feel excited and inspired. When you enjoy learning, you will want to do it every day. In today's world, we have many tools at our disposal to help us learn. There are apps, websites, books, videos, and podcasts that can teach us anything we want to know. Take advantage of these tools to make learning a part of your daily routine. You can learn anywhere and anytime. Even if you have just a few minutes to spare, use that time to learn something new. For example, you can listen to a podcast while you are on a bus or read a chapter of a book before going to bed. Small moments like these add up over time. Another important thing to remember is that learning doesn't have to be perfect. You don't need to learn everything at once, and you don't have to understand everything right away. The key is to keep going and stay consistent. Don't worry if you don't understand something at first. Keep learning, and eventually, it will make sense. The more you practice and expose yourself to new ideas, the easier it will become. Remember, the more you do something, the better you get at it. Sometimes, it's easy to feel like you don't have enough time to learn. But the truth is, we all have 24 hours in a day. It's not about having more time, but about how you use it. If you make learning a priority, you will always find time for it. It might mean waking up a little earlier, using your lunch break to listen to a podcast, or spending 15 minutes before bed reading a book. If you make learning a part of your day, you will have enough time for it. In conclusion, making learning a habit is about starting small, staying consistent, and being curious. You don't need to spend hours each day studying. Just a little bit of time each day can make a big difference. The most important thing is to keep going and to never stop learning. When you make learning a part of your life, you will stay ahead of the curve and be prepared for whatever comes your way. So start today, take that first step, and make learning a habit that will change your life. Learning is not just about gaining knowledge. It's about using that knowledge to improve your life and create new opportunities for yourself. Every time you learn something new, you are adding a tool to your toolbox. These tools will help you solve problems, make better decisions, and build a future that you can be proud of. Learning can open many doors. When you know more, you have more options in life. For example, if you learn about personal finance, you will understand how to manage your money. You will know how to save, invest, and avoid debt. This knowledge can help you achieve financial freedom and live the life you want. Similarly, when you learn about communication and leadership, you can build stronger relationships at work and at home. You can improve your career, make better decisions, and become a more confident person. Learning also helps you build the skills that will help you succeed. The more you learn, the more skills you develop. These skills make you valuable to others, whether you're working for someone or starting your own business. In today's world, skills are more important than ever. People who have the right skills are the ones who get ahead. If you learn skills that are in demand, you will always be able to find work, improve your income, and make a difference in the world. One of the best things about learning is that it can help you reach your goals. Imagine you want to start your own business. If you don't know anything about business, it will be hard to succeed. But if you spend time learning about business, marketing, and finance, you will have the knowledge and skills to start and grow your business. The same goes for other areas of your life. If you want to be healthier, you need to learn about nutrition and exercise. If you want to be a better parent, you need to learn about child development and communication. What's important is that learning is a lifelong journey. It doesn't stop when you finish school or when you get a job. In fact, that's when the real learning begins. The most successful people are those who continue to learn throughout their lives. They understand that the world is always changing, and they keep learning to stay ahead. They don't think they know everything. They always look for new ways to improve themselves. Even if you are older or have been working in the same job for many years, it's never too late to start learning. You can learn new things at any age. Many people have reinvented themselves later in life. They learned new skills, changed careers, and became successful. It's not about your age or how much you know at the start. It's about your willingness to keep learning and growing. As long as you keep learning, you will always have the chance to build a better future. Self-education is especially important because it puts you in control of your life. You don't need to wait for someone else to teach you. You can teach yourself. You can find the resources you need to learn and grow, whether it's online courses, books, or videos. When you take control of your learning, you take control of your future. You become the person who decides what you want to learn, when you want to learn, and how you want to learn. The more you learn, the more confident you become. When you understand something, you feel more capable. You trust your ability to make decisions and solve problems. As you gain knowledge, you start to feel empowered. You stop doubting yourself and start taking action. This confidence will help you face challenges in life and take advantage of the opportunities that come your way. Building a successful future is not just about what you learn, but also how you apply what you know. It's about using your knowledge to take action. The more you learn, the more tools you have to create the life you want. You can use what you know to help others, to improve your community, or to make the world a better place. The possibilities are endless when you are committed to learning and growing every day. So, how do you start? The first step is to make learning a habit. Start small. Read a book, watch a video, or listen to a podcast. Don't worry about learning everything at once. Just focus on learning something new every day. As you continue, you will start to see changes in yourself. You will feel more confident, more knowledgeable, and more prepared for the future. And before you know it, you will be building a successful future that is full of possibilities. Remember, learning is not a race. It's a journey that lasts a lifetime. The key is to keep moving forward. Every time you learn something new, you're taking one step closer to the life you want. So, start today. Don't wait for the perfect moment. Take that first step and keep learning every day. The more you learn, the more successful you will become. And the best part is that the power to build a successful future is already in your hands. It all starts with the decision to keep learning. Throughout the story, we followed a journey of self-improvement and learning. The main character, like many people, started with a simple yet powerful realization: to grow and succeed, they needed to keep learning every day. By deciding to make learning a habit, they began to transform their life, one small step at a time. At first, it wasn't easy. It was difficult to find the time, and there were always distractions. But the character knew that if they kept learning, even just a little every day, they would be able to build a better future for themselves. They started with small habits, like reading a chapter of a book, watching educational videos, and listening to podcasts during their commute. Over time, these small actions added up, and they began to see the changes. The key moment came when the character realized that learning isn't just about gaining knowledge. It's about applying that knowledge to make better decisions, solve problems, and create new opportunities. They understood that the more they learned, the more confident and capable they became. This knowledge empowered them to take control of their life and work towards their goals with clarity and confidence. As the character continued their journey of self-education, they began to see the true power of learning. It not only opened up new opportunities, but also gave them the ability to create the life they wanted. They were no longer waiting for things to happen, but were actively shaping their future. They understood that the process of learning is never finished. It's a lifelong journey that will continue to bring growth and new possibilities. From this story, we can take away a very important lesson. Learning is the key to success, and making learning a daily habit will help you create the future you want. No matter where you start, it's never too late to begin. The most important thing is to start today, even if it's just for 10 or 15 minutes. Every small effort counts, and over time, these small steps will lead to big results. So, how can you apply this lesson to your life? Start by setting aside a few minutes each day for learning. Choose something that interests you, whether it's reading a book, listening to a podcast, or watching an educational video. Make learning a regular part of your day. And be consistent. Over time, you'll see how much you grow and how much you can achieve. Congratulations! You have successfully improved your English listening skills by following the story to the end. By practicing listening and learning in this way, you're already on your way to mastering English. Quiz question: what is the most important part of the character's journey to success? A consistent learning every day. Be waiting for the right moment to start. Please comment with your answer or be in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel to support us in making more helpful content for you. Your support motivates us to keep creating more quality content for your learning journey. If you find our content useful, please consider donating to help us cover costs and continue creating free, high-quality materials for all learners. Thank you for your support.